Hi guys, it's Janai and I'm going to be talking about some exciting things that I got today and over the last week or so from one of my favorite places, David's Tea! Woo! So I used to be pretty obsessed with David's Tea and I hadn't been there for quite some time because I was a little mad at them for discontinuing my favorite tea, which was Stormy Night. I just hadn't really had any spare money to spend on tea or tea accessories, and I didn't really this time either, but I decided that it was time to refresh my stock. With the colder weather coming and just the general chill in the air, it's been really nice to have a hot cup of tea any time of day really, but especially at night. I really like my bedtime cup of tea. So anyways, I'm going to show you what I got, and hopefully you'll excuse the fact that this is my first YouTube video ever and my first haul ever, although I don't know if what I got is actually considered to be haul worthy, but that's one of my favorite types of videos to watch on YouTube, and so I thought I'd do it for myself for the first time. So let's get started. The first thing I got, which I'm really excited about, actually probably the most excited about, is the Stop Steep travel mug. So I actually went in there with the intention of getting a more of like a thermos with the little handle on the top and the secret tea compartment, but the young gentleman that was helping me showed me this one, and the coolest part about this is, watch it, oh! So you put your tea in this little basket, the steeper basket obviously, and then with this lever on the side you can raise it out of the water when you're done steeping your tea, which is awesome because one of the things probably my least favorite thing about taking tea in a travel mug and steeping it on the go is that you can't stop your tea from infusing unless you want to take out your metal infuser basket and burn your fingers, because most teas from David's Tea only steep for about 7 minutes. I usually steep mine a little longer than that because I like a little bit of a bolder flavor, but some teas, especially green teas, it's really important to stop steeping pretty early on just because they can get bitter, and when I'm steeping on the go, I'm usually driving or busing at least half an hour somewhere, so that's a little too long for tea to be steeped. Such a cool solution. I did not know there was such a thing. I obviously haven't used it yet because I haven't taken the packaging off, so I don't know about how long it keeps tea hot. The other thing I find about David's Tea thermoses, and I almost think it's something that's too good about David's Tea, is that they actually keep your tea almost too hot. I have this thing that my friends call Janai temperature, and it's when the tea is perfect. It's probably been sitting for about 15 minutes and it's cooled down enough so that I can drink it. I don't like my tea super hot. I had a beautiful travel mug from there, but it kept it so hot I'd have to wait like 2 hours to even start drinking it, which is not ideal. The girl at the store recommended that to solve that problem, I pour my boiling water in the night before and let it sit in the mug all night. That's a little too hardcore for me. I'm not that much of an advanced planner, although it is a good solution. This one they recommended because it doesn't keep tea quite as hot. It's still going to keep it nice and hot. It's double-walled insulated. The other thing I really liked about this one was that it is dishwasher and microwave safe, except for the lid, obviously. I'm also really super lazy. I don't like to hand wash anything, so if it's dishwasher proof, I'm very excited. The next thing I'm going to show you, which I was also really excited about because it was on clearance and I like a good deal, is something I've wanted for a while, probably since I first went into David's Tea, the bubble teapot! So this, it's just such a cute teapot, and as you can see I got it for 20% off. So it was $24, which is really reasonable for a nice teapot, and I've already used this a bunch of times. I just thought I'd show you what it looks like in the box. So it's the classic David's Tea blue, the teal, and as you can see it matches what I'm wearing, and it's one of my favorite colors, so that's perfect. It's a really nice size. I'll show you the teacups I got to go with it to match. It's quite a sizable teapot. You can get lots of pours out of it. It's got a really nice tight fitting lid, which I'm having trouble getting off right now because it's attached to the steeper basket. So it comes with this little metal infuser that fits perfectly into the pot. I think it's because I used it recently, it's having a little trouble getting out. This is the stainless steel infuser, and you can put quite a bit of tea in there, which is nice because if you're making a whole pot, you're probably going to want a few pours out of it, so you want to put more in there, and I love it so far. I've used it probably about 5 or 6 times since I got it, so. Bubble teacups, and these I also got on clearance, so they were $8 for 2 of them, which again, can't pass it up. I know they're only $10 regular price, so it's not like it would have been that much more to get them, but that little bit of savings always spurs me to buy things, especially if I've been looking at them for a long time. So these perfectly match the teapot. I actually ended up buying 4 of them, so 2 sets of 2, and this is what they look like. They're really cute, they're a really nice size, and they're perfect for if you want to make a cup of tea and you're sharing it with someone. I really like them. I love this color too, and again, these are dishwasher and microwave safe, which is a huge thing for me. Now on to the teas! So the first one that I got that I was really excited about is the peanut butter cup. This was their tea of the month for September, I believe. I have been going through a love affair with peanut butter lately. I am going crazy for Reese's peanut butter cups. I put peanut butter on my apple slices. I just the other day took a spoonful of peanut butter and honey and put it in my mouth because I just felt like it and it was delicious. This is a herbal tea, non-caffeinated, so you can sip it any time of day. It smells really good. It smells exactly like a peanut butter cup. But the funny thing is there's no peanuts in it. So if you are allergic to peanuts, you can still drink this. Now, if you're allergic to other kinds of nuts, you cannot still drink this because it has almonds in it. So if you have a nut allergy, you want to watch out for that. Yeah, it's got apple, cocoa, almond, chocolate, safflower, so it's really good. I wouldn't say it satisfies my sweet tooth, but I've got a pretty hefty sweet tooth, so it does a good job, all things considered. And I've actually got it in my mug right now, so I'm drinking that. It's not Janai temperature yet though, so. The next tea I got is one of my classics. So this is a huge bag, as you can see it's stuffed full. It's called Mother's Little Helper. This is another herbal tea. This is one of my absolute go-tos for herbal teas, especially for bedtime. I'm such an insomniac and it will actually knock me right out at bedtime. It's got valerian root in it, which apparently has been used since the time of the ancient Romans. And it's called Nature's Valium as well. So it has a really pacifying effect on the senses. It also has pretty much every classic relaxing herbal tea ingredient in there. There's cornflower in there, there's chamomile, rose hips, peppermint, and it's an organic tea, which I also think is great. My tin was empty. I keep a tin of this on hand at all times because it is really an essential tea for me. I had to go and get a big giant bag of it, and surprisingly this bag is only 96 grams, so even though it's stuffed full, it's a very light tea, so you can get a lot of it for the price per gram. So I would definitely recommend this one in my probably top 5. Also got their tea of the month for October as well. This is ginger beer. So I love ginger beer. I actually am a really big fan of like the soda pop ginger beer. There's a beautiful brewery in Canmore, Alberta that handcrafts its own soda and beer, and they actually make a beautiful ginger beer. I'm not the biggest fan of the taste of ginger just on its own, but that ginger beer is really good. It's very subtle and it's great with dark rum in it. I tried this for the first time last night. I had a bit of a sore throat and I put some honey in it and it was delicious. So good job, David's Tea. It's also got apple in it, raisin, so it's kind of the really golden, crisp fall tea. It's perfect. I think it would be good iced too with some dark rum in it, so I'm gonna try that at some point. They also say it's good to drink after a heavy meal because ginger is good for digestion, so I will try that too if I ever have a sore tummy. And that packet has 50 grams in it. I decided to get a new tea that well, sort of new, and again, it was on clearance, so you can really tell that that's a motivating factor for me when I make a purchase. This one, Read My Lips, I had tried before in their Christmas advent calendar of teas, not from this last Christmas, but from the Christmas before. I had the little sampler basket, and it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Not enough to go out and buy it, but it was just one of the many teas that I enjoyed from the advent calendar. So when I saw it on sale the other day, I thought, why not? 40% off. That's even better than the teacup and teapot set. This one is kind of more of a dessert tea. It's a black tea. It's got a low caffeine level, so you can still drink it at bedtime. It's got little red lips in it, little red lip candies. It's got chocolate, mint, so it's really sweet, really decadent. It's a good tea for after dinner as well, because it's refreshing with the mint, but it's also got that little hint of chocolate. So if you want something dessert-like, I would definitely recommend this tea. I wonder why it was on clearance particularly. I guess maybe they're getting rid of it in their little line of these particular tins. Normally you can get 3 of these for a certain price. So anyways, that's Read My Lips. And how much more do we have? Okay, so we've only got a couple things left, so there's only one more loose leaf tea left. This is one of my all-time favorites, chocolate macaroon. Funny story, my boyfriend went to David's Tea one day for no particular reason. He just walked by and this was their tea of the month, and he went in and tried it and he thought I would like it, so he ended up getting me a little bag of it. And it's hilarious because this tea is actually the closest thing I've ever found to Stormy Night. It's hilarious that he just kind of walked in and found me my new favorite tea that was also very similar to my other favorite tea that he had never tried. This is a black tea. I obviously got it in one of their new tins. These are stackable, which is really cool. They've got the little rim on top so they can fit in with each other. The old ones had sort of more of a domed lid so you couldn't stack them quite as well. And I actually got this color to match my travel mug. Woo. This tea is beautiful. It smells delicious. I don't know. Oh, you can kind of see it. It has toasted coconut, pecans, cacao nibs. There's rock cane sugar in there actually, which is interesting. I don't know if they actually changed that. This is one of the little pieces. Raw cane sugar, so make it a little sweet. I've never had a coconut macaroon or chocolate macaroon before, so I'm not sure if this tea tastes a lot like they do, but I got 100 grams of it. It's absolutely delicious with honey and a little bit of milk in it. So yeah, this is definitely one of my top 5 as well, along with Mother's Little Helper. So the last couple things I got were just a couple of tea, not accessories exactly, but I guess objects with tea in them. So I got a chocolate bar. I actually do have their red velvet cake tea. It's in my personal collection. So this chocolate bar was actually a gift for someone, but they were kind enough to let me taste it with them. This is just the empty box that I brought for video's sake. So basically it's a milk chocolate bar. It's made in Quebec, which I really like. And it says a combination of the finest imported milk chocolate and our oh so decadent red velvet cake tea. Rich, sweet, and creamy, it's a delicious homage to a classic dessert. Yeah, it's basically delivers exactly what you would think. It's really interesting to eat a chocolate bar that has tea in it because you get the little crunchy bits of tea and it's a really interesting texture. Chocolate is awesome. I'm a huge chocolate fan, so this definitely delivers on that creamy, wonderful milk chocolate goodness that I love. This isn't my favorite chocolate bar that I've had from David's Tea. I would have it again. I would not refuse it if someone offered me a piece. Can't go wrong with chocolate, in my opinion. And last but not least, this is actually the smallest thing I got, but it is one of my favorite things already. This is the Pure Vanilla Tea Infused Hand Cream. This stuff is the bomb. Like, I'm sorry if that makes me seem old saying that. It's so good. It's just this nice little size, so it fits in my purse. I've actually had it in my purse the entire time since I bought it. It smells so good, like so good. I can't even describe to you. I have never tried their pure vanilla tea, although after using this product it makes me want to run out and buy some of it because it's just that good. It's also made in Canada, which is awesome. The first ingredient is the pure vanilla tea infusion, which is nice, so you know you're getting the most tea bang for your buck, so to speak. It's 100% vegan, not tested on animals. Other things that are really important to me. I am not a vegan or a vegetarian, but I still appreciate when products are made for people who want those options because I have a lot of friends who are vegan and vegetarian, and I just think it's important to make things as equally accessible to everyone as possible and not tested on animals. It goes without saying. I try really hard not to buy products that are tested on animals, even though I'm finding it difficult now that I don't work for Lush anymore. So this also has sweet almond oil in it. It has aloe vera in it. There's quite a few ingredients on this list that are the Latin names, so I'm not quite sure what they are. I only know those two because I'm really familiar with ingredients from working at Lush. What I love about this hand cream is that it absorbs, not really fast, but like it absorbs. And I find that that's the toughest thing with me for hand cream is I love using lotion, but I can't have it sitting on my hands for too long. I need it it to absorb in and not be sticky or greasy, because then I won't use it. I'll just go without. Since winter is coming in Alberta, my hands are already starting to get up to their old tricks and have some eczema going, so that sucks. And this is definitely helping. My hands don't have any visible signs of eczema except a little bit of redness around the knuckles, but they were quite red before I started using this and they've healed up quite nicely. So I think they have their hand cream available in other flavors. I think they have a pumpkin one and the Buddha's blend one, but I'm a huge fan of vanilla and this one was perfect for me. And funny story, I actually put it on right before I went into a job interview because there was a David's Tea right across the street from where I was interviewing, and it totally calmed me right down. The scent of vanilla is really, really comforting, so it's a good one to use if you're not feeling well for any reason. Just put a splash of this on and it will make you feel better. So anyways, that is my David's Tea haul. Thanks for joining me for my very first YouTube haul. Hopefully, if you have any feedback, comments, constructive criticism, always open to it. I know my setup isn't the best, but I will hopefully continually improve that as I make more videos. So thanks for watching.